Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live stream to promote social togetherness and to end social isolation. I don't know that that's an official name for this thing, but welcome, and thank you for joining me here today. I'm Step, of course. Most of you probably know me by now, but if you don't know me by now, then you should definitely come and get to know me. 'Cause I'm a bad singer. I have a cafe mocha again today. Just 'cause I wanted one. There's a little bit of leftover coffee, so I put a hot chocolate pod in the in the Keurig, and then topped it up with cold coffee, and now it's quite delightful. I don't know who's going to join us today. Good afternoon, Megan. Welcome. Thank you for your suggestion that I go and have a shower for my shoulders because they do feel much better. I am sometimes dumb about making myself feel better through bathing, and so when I remember that that's a thing that makes me feel better, I always suggest that to other people too, because, you know, sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves.
Hi, I just wanted
Tams.
to say hello. I'm looking for my phone again.
You're looking for your phone again?
Yeah, I left it somewhere.
Oh dear.
That's okay, I'll find it.
Is it under one of the cats? I don't know. I can't see if the cats are going to be on. Yep, they're both lying there being adorable.
Alright, hi Megan. Alright, I'm going to continue looking for my phone.
Okay.
It's somewhere.
Enjoy yourself. My hair is all a tiffle because I just got out of the shower and haven't put anything in it yet. So I'm going to do that. Just too much. Like the littlest little bit of this stuff is generally enough. She's gone now, but I will let her know that you said Tamara on stream. If you do want to check out Tams, she has been streaming video games first thing in the morning. Yeah, sure. I'll go for the half swoopy pompadour. Or something. Whatever. That'll do. She has been streaming World of Warcraft, so I would suggest checking that out. Get out of my face. Alright. Because she is adorable to listen to while playing video games, and it's something that you can leave on in the background. So she's probably playing again tomorrow, and she's unlocking a new race in WoW, which is a kitsune, a fox person, and I think that sounds very exciting. It certainly sounds exciting for her. I'm just patting my face dry here because I'm going to moisturize, as you do. Hydrating face moisturizer with avocado. Sure. That's way too much. Get off there. And again, tiny little bit goes a long way. It's too close to my eyes. Ugh. Ugh. There. So, hello, Beth. Welcome. I didn't think you'd be able to join us today because, you know, working your new job and everything. I'm just applying some moisturizer because your skin is your first friend and your first line of defense, or your last line of defense. So you should treat it kindly. And Whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. We all have skin. We all have the same skin. So, now that I've got myself all gussied, thank you, Tams. Let me put a little lip balm on, because my lips are always chapped. A lip wax, if you will. So, hi Megan, hi Steph, hi everyone. You missed Tams, but I was just saying that if you're interested in seeing Tams, you should check out her channel, Girl in Real Life, Really Real Girl. You know what? I'm going to find it, and I'm going to, what do you call it? Put the link in the chat. Because she streams video games some mornings. She's been doing it the last few mornings. There she is. And she's about to unlock a fox person in World of Warcraft. So you should check her out tomorrow, because that stream is going to be fantastic. It looks like she streams like between 8:30 and 9:30. So, you know, check that out. You might enjoy yourself. You might just enjoy listening to Tams while you're doing other things, like having a cup of coffee, or deciding whether to get dressed for the day, which I highly recommend. Putting some clothes on, having a shower, putting some clothes on, it'll help you feel a sense of normal. You know what it is? It's wearing your PJs all day is a luxury, but when your baseline is luxury, it starts to feel really depressing, because the thing that would have been a treat has suddenly, you're trying to use it as sustenance. It's like eating only candy and trying to live your best life. That's the analogy I'm going with today. So I would suggest the broccoli, grilled chicken, and potato salad of showering and getting dressed in the morning. Yeah, I might make a vlog on that topic. I did mention in the description of today's live stream that I was going to talk about... hey there, Mel! How you doing? How's my gals? I'm sorry. I was going to talk about the fact that it's Tuesday, and Tuesday and Thursday are like the ordinary days of the week, the normal days, but there's only 2 of them, because like Monday is the start of the week, so it's special, and then Wednesday is hump day, it's the middle of the week, it's like all downhill from here, and then Friday is almost the weekend, and then Saturday is party town, and Sunday is your day of rest and recuperation. Tuesday and Thursday are the only normal days of the week, you know? It's a weird thought I had. Hi, Tams, welcome. Tell us a little bit about your stream that you're going to do tomorrow, because I'm telling people that they should go and check it out, because you're going to be unlocking a fox person in WoW. And even if you don't think you're interested in WoW, you might be interested in watching a ridiculous, adorable human play WoW. A rough day today, some acquaintance drama, but new big stuffy to hug is arriving today. Ooh, a big stuffy. Are you going to post pictures of that on Twitter and or Instagram? And or other social media site that I may occasionally go and stalk you on? Just saying. Forget I said that. Yeah, new big stuffy is awesome. Just because I'm out of Carlin Brothers coffee doesn't mean I can't use the mug. It's one of my favorite coffee mugs. It's this sort of shape with a big enough circumference, I guess, volume, a big enough volume, with a handle that I can actually put 3 fingers in, which oftentimes I'll have to hold a mug with only 2 fingers because they're not made for, and like awkwardly space my fingers because they're made for holding with 3 fingers, but for people with smaller fingers, you know. So I enjoy that this mug I can hold. I can, it keeps the coffee warm but not too hot to hold. You know, it's a good mug. Kudos to the Carlin brothers. What is that? A heart? A medical heart? Are you trying to send Mel extra lives for her sorrow and stress? Hey Beth, how's the new job going? Tell us how overwhelming and unbelievably exciting it is. I'm sure that everybody has had a job where they're excited but also terrified that they're not going to be able to handle it. It's you are not alone. You are in good company, because new jobs are scary. So Megan's chiming in. People are talking, which is great, but it's hard for me to follow because I am not thinking in PG terms today, apparently. Speaking of which, I am coming back for another live stream at 6 p.m. tonight, which will be, let's say, a PG-13 live stream. It'll be a grown-up live stream, but I'm not going to... I was originally going to read poetry and talk about, like, adult topics, but I think 6 p.m. is too early for that, for my way of thinking about things, so we're just going to have a grown-up chat. But later in the week, probably Thursday, I'm going to try to set an 8 p.m. live stream, an after-hours stream, where I'm hoping that things get spicy. If that works for everybody, let me know. I would love to hear about the problems and help people deal with the problems that sometimes happen when, you know, you're suddenly cut off from your polyamorous partners, or when you're when you're living with maybe multiple children and still trying to have a grown-up life. Those are the kinds of problems I'd like to have a chance to talk about, and don't really fit into the 2 p.m. middle of the workday chat, if that makes sense. So if Thursday works for everybody at 8 o'clock p.m., let me know. Leave me a comment or throw me a tweet or an email, and I'll try to make room for that. But tonight I'll be back at 6 p.m. for a little bit of conversation. Maybe I'll read an excerpt from my book if I get any writing done today. So that'll be a drive to do that, and just more of the same as this, but in an evening forum, so that people who can't always make it for lunch can maybe have a chance to show up. It is overwhelming and exciting. You're super stressed, but everyone is being very nice to you. Well, that's good. It's good that, no, not Thursday? Okay, so do tell me when works for you. Maybe Saturday night? 8 o'clock? Saturday better? I don't know if Saturday works for everybody. We'll figure it out. We've got a few days to plan it, but I'm hoping for an 8 p.m. live stream to go with the evening crew. Oh my, we have another jump in viewership. Hi, welcome everybody who might be joining me, who either, if you're... I'm going to open the window, it's getting really warm in here. There we go. If you're joining me for the first time, hello, welcome. No need to chat, but if you want to chat, if you want to say hello, then by all means. It's super warm in here. What's going on today? Boy, oh boy. Molly's in the backyard. Burf. She is such a polite dog. She just goes burf and then gets let in. She almost never barks, except at the pizza delivery man. There are birds singing in the trees. I know those aren't the words to the song, but I don't care. What do you guys want to talk about? Are you right? Am I right? Is Tuesday one of the only normal days of the week? Is every other day weird, or is it weird? Are Tuesday and Thursday weird for being not weird? That's not weird. Your pants are weird. I don't know. I'm hopeful to hear from your opinions of random little things. Wow, that bird is really talkative. Part of why I closed the window in the first place, but it's just too warm in here with the window closed. So, I don't know if you can even hear that bird on the microphone. And of course, Friday night, I'm going to be doing an FNM live stream in the evening, probably 6 o'clock, so there's that. So tonight at 6 o'clock, Friday at 6 o'clock, and then maybe Saturday at 8 o'clock, but that's a tentative schedule, we'll figure it out. And I'd also like to do a morning, like a breakfast stream, so maybe that'll be Saturday morning breakfast stream. Because, honestly, my mother in Portugal starts to wind down and go to bed around this time, because it's like, well, not go to bed. It's 8 p.m. there right now, and it's wine o'clock. So they're usually playing dominoes or canasta or something and drinking wine. So she can't always pop into the stream here, but I'd love for her to have more of a chance. So I'd like to do an earlier in the day stream sometime. So I was thinking Saturday morning, the step cartoon show. I don't know. So yeah, I would like to bring more shorter, more frequent, shorter live streams rather than fewer longer ones, because I feel like even a 20 to 30 minute break in the middle of the day can really help. And if I can spread out the streams to help more people with taking a break, then that's what I want to do. Sounds like an amazing life. I know, right? She's an artist in Portugal. She's absolutely living an amazing life. We were going to go and visit her in September. That may still happen. We'll have to see. Like, even if the travel restrictions and whatever are halted, there's no way we're going to be able to afford a trip to Portugal. I haven't even seen anything from government assistance yet, and I've been off for coming up on 3 weeks now, or is it past 3 weeks? And I know they're swamped. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's difficult. But you all already know that. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't do anything this morning. I know I was going to do the same thing again that I did yesterday, but I woke up late. I woke up at 9:30 with a headache, a shoulder ache, and it was because I had been sedentary for 2 weeks, and then suddenly went and did all sorts of activity, I really felt it. So what I need to do is exercise every day or every other day and make sure I'm getting exercise and not sit on my tuchus for 2 weeks and then suddenly decide to do a bunch of activity. Oops. Just looking for things that I want to maybe talk about. Tams has been working on a podcast that different from the Kink Geek podcast. She's been working on a podcast called, Tams, help me out here, This Beautiful World? Am I close? Which is probably going to be released this week. I'm not going to say tomorrow because I don't know for sure, but it seems like a really good podcast. So if you're This Brilliant World, if you're looking for a slice of happiness, I listened to the first 12 minutes of the first episode, and it is quite uplifting. And I don't just say that because I make a guest appearance, because she's stolen an excerpt from my vlog, and we'll be hearing from my lawyer shortly. Or, sorry, my live stream. I'm kidding. Tomorrow will depend on if we get our EI. Have to buy hosting first. Well, that's why I was looking at maybe the possibility of putting it up on YouTube, even if we can't get podcast hosting right away. But we'll talk about that off stream, obviously. I just, once you have the final product, I would be happy to help with the video portion if you're interested in that. But I think it's something that we really should get out there, get up onto the internet, because uplifting news is harder to find than scary news. And I don't think it needs to be that way, and neither does Tams, which is why she started working on the podcast to begin with. So there's that. So more on that hopefully tomorrow. I can give you something solid about that. Again, if there's anybody out there who enjoys these live streams but feels like they need a little more personal attention and don't know where to go, that's part of why I'm here. If you need to reach out, please reach out to me. I know I can't be your primary care provider, but I can be a friend, and I can be an ear if somebody needs to talk. You can always find me on Twitter at @theprostep. You can email me at theprofessionalstep@gmail.com, and you can find me on Facebook or Instagram, where I'm going to have to start posting. Megan, maybe we can talk about Instagram later today? ? If you've got time, I would appreciate it. I know that there are some people who are watching right now who are working, so can't really be a part of the chat, and that's fine. I'm just I know that you're there, and I appreciate you being here. Just wanted to throw that out there. And Mel, I definitely want to see your new big plushie when you get it, so send me a message or tweet at me or whatever. You know how to get a hold of me. I'm never not looking forward to you getting a hold of me, and that goes for everyone else in the chat. I guess the last thing I kind of want to do before I open up to bisexual finger guns. Hey. The last thing I want to mention before I open up to people who might need positive thoughts is somebody who doesn't normally join us, but somebody who is close to me, has family in the hospital right now, and they're not going to make it. He's old, and she's very upset, and she is also still working, so if people just want to send her good energy, positive thoughts, that's all we can really do right now, but I wanted to keep her in my mind, and now I want to ask anybody else. Thank you, Beth. I wanted to ask anyone else if there's somebody that needs positive thoughts, positivity, who you want to mention in the chat, because I would love to be able to speak to anyone who feels alone, whether they know it or not. So please feel free in the next 5 minutes or so to send out positivity, good thoughts to people who might need them. Thank you, Megan. I assume that's in response to the Instagram thing. Yeah. I'm here. I'm here for everybody who wants a little bit of my time and attention. Nothing else to do just now, so might as well be a positive force in the world, I guess. I'm being ridiculous. Is this stream too full of ups and downs? Do I jump too much from positivity to sadness back to positivity? I'd like to know how this stream is hitting people, whether you think it's good or needs work, or any critique that people have. I want to make sure that I'm adding a good thing to the world, like Tams Podcast, This Brilliant World podcast. And if there's anything I can do to improve that, then please do let me know. Again, you can find me on Twitter at theprostep. You can find me through Gmail, theprofessionalstep@gmail.com. Don't hesitate to reach out for anything. Criticism, commentary, even if you just need somebody to talk to, that's why I'm here. I'm going to keep the stream going for a couple of minutes, but I don't want to overstay today, because I am coming back at 6 p.m. So that's, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3.5 hours from now. We'll be back again to have a conversation, and hopefully you have to run to shower soon anyway. If you want to do something with video chat visitors too, we can live stream a Zoom call. I have an account and do that for a D&D game. I would love that. I don't have Zoom. I am going to... Megan's late to the party? Nah, don't worry about it. You're fashionable. You're fashionably late. I would love to get anybody who wants to have a conversation with me on stream, that would be great to do a Zoom call. So I'm going to look into Zoom today. And speaking of D&D, I don't know if you live stream those games or if it's just, private, but I have been itching to play either D&D or Monster Hearts for a year now, and this seems like a good time to start up a game. So if anybody's interested in starting either a Monster Hearts or a D&D game, just throwing that out there, let me know. I'd be up for that. 1 to 2 times a week, I'm thinking. Wednesdays at 6:30, but yes, also gaming. Wednesdays at 6:30 on Twitch. I will, that's tomorrow. I'm definitely going to check that out. So, thank you for that. I have to bring my planner to these live streams so that I can write down all the stuff that I am trying to figure out. I'm going to go get my planner right now, and I'm going to start writing stuff down because I need to remember all this stuff. That's going to be the live stream for today. Thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for another chat. It'll be half an hour to an hour, maybe an hour and a half if we're on a good roll, but I'm banking on half an hour to an hour. So do it. You get to help me decide how to ruin my players' lives. The answer is always a Draco Lich inside a gelatinous cube. I knew I'd get there. So a Draco Lich sleeping inside a gelatinous cube. That's my thought. Just off the top of my head. And if that doesn't mean anything to anybody in the chat, don't worry. That's like a deep cut D&D reference. So, Anyway. Be back in 3.5 hours. I hope to see some of you there. I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Yeah, thank you.